I want to show you how we can test for hydrogen gas. But first we're going to make it. So because I'm going to use concentrated hydrochloric acid, I want some goggles and gloves. And we're going to get concentrated hydrochloric acid to react with zinc metal. But I don't want the acid too concentrated because the reaction is going to be a little bit too fast. So I want to dilute the acid. When you dilute acid, you always want to put the water in first and then pour the acid into the water. So I've got about 100 mils of water. I'm going to pour acid into the water because if I put the acid in first and poured the water in, the water might boil. And that's really only a problem with sulfuric acid. This is hydrochloric, so it isn't much of a problem. We've got a bit of fumes there. We don't even want to waft that. So my zinc has disappeared. So here's my zinc. So when zinc and hydrochloric acid react, that's called a single replacement reaction. And the hydrogen is actually coming from the hydrochloric acid. So the zinc is going to replace the hydrogen and push the hydrogen out. And let me see, I've got my matches ready to do the test. So here we go. Immediately you see a lot of bubbles. That proves we've got gas forming. That tells us there's a chemical change. This is really starting to get warm already. You can see the steam because part of the water is vaporizing because of the heat generated. So bubbles can tell you that there's a chemical reaction happening. The release of energy tells you there's a chemical reaction happening. Now, the main purpose of this experiment was to test for hydrogen. So there's a lot of hydrogen gas there. All I need to do is take a flame and put it close. And there we can see our hydrogen gas is burning because it is flammable. Hydrogen is reacting with oxygen in the air to make water. So we are actually taking hydrogen and oxygen and combining them to make water. Let's try again. Hydrogen burns with a very clean flame because the only product is water. That popping sound is the test for hydrogen. So there's a flame burning there. You can't really see it, but it is burning. We starve it of oxygen and it stops burning. So that was the test for hydrogen gas.